Yes.
So like, if you had made it by that time,
yes.
would you have just gone back to swinging a hammer, or, you know?
Well, a couple things. I think Ray will back me up on this. People have this thing where it's like, well, what got you into doing construction, or what got you into carpentry? It's like asking me and Ray when we were 19, what got you into carpet cleaning? What initially attracted you to the craft of carpet cleaning? Let me explain. Super shitty parents who didn't give a fuck meets zero education meets I have to make $7 an hour doing something.
Oh, yeah.
So no attraction to anything. What got Ray into construction and what got me into construction was the exact same set of parameters. Parents that didn't give a shit, zero education meets I need a buck. Nobody sat around and went, let's talk about careers.
I never had that talk.
No, nobody had a career-oriented. There was get a job talk.
Sure. No, with insurance.
Get some insurance, get a job, but there was never a career discussion. Now, musician is one of those things I say all the time. Look, playing in the NBA is not a great career choice, but if you're LeBron James, then it's a very nice career choice. And I would say the same if you're about comedy. Comedy's not a great career choice, but if you're Dennis Miller, it's a pretty good career choice. If you're musician, not a good career choice, but if you're Pete Townsend, pretty good career choice. So the idea of deciding what's a prudent career choice or not, people do that like they act like, well, the NBA only has 126 players, and there's 150 million young boys who'd like to play. So why would you want to spin that roulette wheel? Well, it's not a spin of the roulette wheel if you can have a 40-inch vertical leap and you're 6'8". That gets a lot of the folks off the wheel, gets a lot of the numbers off the wheel. So if you have ability, and whatever the far-fetched career is, you absolutely can do it, but if you don't, then you can't. So you must be very realistic about your ability. If you're funny or you're a great musician, by all means, pursue it.
Let me ask you this. If music is your passion, if music is your thing, you love it, you don't want to do anything else, you're going after it for a while, you're not making a career in music as a musician, but there are ancillary jobs in the industry. You can be a tech or a studio guy or a whatever, a roadie or a manager or whatever. Is that an acceptable thing, or is it like, you know, go for your dreams or go for something
I think if you have a passion about music, just like if you, the guys, most of the people that I work on TV shows with, out of the entire crew, covered with flies, by the way, there's only 2 or 3 of them that are in front of the camera. And then there's 2 or 3 that are kind of director, producer, whatever. And then there's everyone else. Like, I've noticed, for instance, sound guys. You wouldn't think people would take a ton of satisfaction in that. These are some of the most put-together, competent people on the planet. They have this satchel that has everything in it, including every extra battery times 5. They have this whole, they all have their own way of holding the boom mic. Some do it on a stand, some put it over their head and do it in a weird way. They're breaking their stuff down, pulling their cables, setting up, doing blah, blah, blah. They all seem to have a ton of pride in it. The camera guys have a ton of pride in it. I don't think that they're interested in being in front of the camera. They love being on set. They love the production. They love the idea that, hey, that's me doing that job very skillfully and very well. So, yeah, if you like TV and maybe you're not TV host material, you get a job mixing the sound, doing the sound, holding the cameras. Yes, just be in that area. So many people have a love of sports. I don't know how many of them play. The rest are on the sidelines.
Front office.
You watch that Hard Knocks training camp, those assistant coaches, special team coaches, the guys that are, even the guys that are pulling towels out of the locker room seem every bit as engaged, even more so engaged than half the stone players they're actually doing on the team, right?
Yeah, because any player can be replaced by any number of 5, 6 guys. Any front office guy can be replaced by any number of 500, 600 guys.
Yeah, it's just everyone there seems to be satisfied. So pick your field, and if you're attracted to it, go for it. And I'll tell you what else you should go for. Free prints, baby. Never been an easier, more affordable way to get